Let's be real about these things. Because I feel like we're living in this video game world where people are like, it's not happening because it's not happening in my face. CPS, Child Protective Services corruption. Let's talk about it for a second.
We had quotas. I don't know if I mentioned that yet.
Have not yet. Please talk about that.
So we had quotas, and I sent those to you. And this was a huge pressure that I was always speaking up against because it didn't make sense to me. I was like, we need less children in care, not more children. And at this time, I didn't understand how, I didn't understand why we were being pressured, because I was like, I didn't understand how the money was set up, right? This has just been through me researching, because they don't teach you that part.
No.
They, it's just kind of so they kept saying, there was a huge pressure on quotas, to bring children in. And it was
Give an example.
Basically, if you don't, you lose your job.
So you have to bring in a certain amount of kids during a certain amount of time?
Yeah. So on the quotas, when you look at it, there will be a line that says goal, and then it'll tell you right beside it, how many kids we had. So it's just like a sales position, because I went from sales and travel. So the pressure of a salesperson is what the pressure of a caseworker was like.
You have a quota to bring in kids, and you need to meet that quota. And that means that's forcing you, because it's your job now. Say let's just say you go out and go look at 4 cases. One, maybe with a little bit of research, maybe that child needs to be moved, but the other 3 are, the child is perfectly fine staying there. The family is solid. The family can stay, but you've got a quota. So doesn't that kind of force you? You got 4 cases you went and looked at. You got to take 3 of them because you've got a quota, even though those kids don't need to come out of their home.
Yep. It makes you maintain. So the quota is based on also to maintain the kids in care. So you gotta keep them in those homes. You gotta be whatever is needed. So they'll say, okay, if this child is not adjusting to this home, then you add a behavior aid, you add therapy, you add you add all of these different services in order to keep that child in that home. And so it's just like a hustle.
And every service, and I will say service,
right,
every layer of BS that you have to throw on that kid, that poor kid, is cha-ching, cha-ching.